The information that you're about to hear can potentially save your life or the lives of your loved ones. Have you ever been in a house where tiles appear to be a little bit lifting or broken? Recently, there's been a rise in the number of collapsing buildings, especially the newly constructed houses and those that are still under construction. And that's why it is imperative for you to arm yourself with a few basic skills that can help you in the hour of need. And it's even better if you follow me as a structural engineer. So if you see a house whose tiles appear to be a little bit lifting or cracked, you should not ignore it as merely an aesthetic issue. Those cracks could be a sign that that building is actually dangerous for occupation, and you should do everything to run away from that place. Let me explain. A newly constructed building whose tiles appear to be a little bit lifting or cracked within months of construction could be suggesting that there are subtle but concerning movement within the structural elements of that building. Structural elements in this case include the slab, the wall, the column, the foundation, the floor, those elements that make up a structure. In a well-constructed building with a properly designed foundation and load distribution system, because a structure is basically a load distribution system, such failure should not occur so soon. And if they occur, that's a very big red flag. And this is just one of red flags. Beyond those cracked tiles, there are other easily observable red flags that don't require advanced structural assessment tools. For example, if you see, number 1, misaligned doors and windows. If doors or windows that once closed smoothly begins to jam or refuse to shut properly in that newly constructed house that you've moved in, it may suggest that that building is undergoing differential settlement or lateral movements that are appearing subtly. In fact, in this case, you should underline the word subtle, because your eyes may not be seeing them, but these movements are actually happening. So it's a subtle movement. If you move into a newly constructed house, try to walk on those stairs. Try to jump on them. If you see them vibrating, that is another red flag. Why should they vibrate? Those vibrations could be implying that there is structural inadequacies, either in beam, or there is poor anchorage, or the most obvious one could be that the material used, the concrete that was used, was of poor quality. Okay, a small hairline crack may not be alarming, but if it continuously widens over time or reappears after patching, it could be a signal that material fatigue is also happening. These symptoms, particularly in a newly built structure, are not just a case of bad finishing. Don't just assume that they are a case of bad finishing. Such signs could warrant immediate investigation by a qualified structural engineer. We have tools that we can use to assess whether that building is safe or not safe.